Hi, Jenny.
Hello. Me to Melissa and all audiences.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us on the Ladies Q Facebook Live. So today we're doing something special on a Tuesday, right?
Yes. Thanks to all for taking to spend with us a precious night tonight. And we have actually something to review. At the same time, to invite a special guest tonight.
That's right. So I just want to... Why?
Melissa,
What you
would you want to introduce about Ladies Q first?
Yes, sure. So the Ladies Q is a lifestyle community across Asia that brings you ladies trends and happenings about beauty and wellness, food, fashion, travel, and parenting. And today we have an interesting topic during our meet and greet session.
Before we actually unveil what is the topic and the in-depth info of what we are going to discuss, perhaps we guys would like you to do us a big favor. Please like and share our Facebook page so that we can actually reach out to more audiences. And the topic today is actually seriously very interesting and is the new norm media trend.
That's right. So right now, tonight we have actually invited a really special guest. She's really experienced in her industry, and she's going to share with us a little bit more about what live stream is about, because she's done it already, and how the whole MC industry is actually changing because of the current COVID situation.
Yeah. Before we actually introduce her to come on board with us, actually our teammates, Melissa and myself, have a very grateful heart to say thanks to all who have been supporting us ever since we rebranded the Ladies Q, a female lifestyle community. And recently, if let's say you guys can notice, we keep on actually making some changes here and there, and we actually make a transformation within half a year. In fact, when today passed, half a year gone, and the next half of 2020 is coming in. So we actually hope that, everyone will have a better one, and that includes us. So we actually did a lot of new changes, not just on our meet and greet, it's also on our shop our recommendation. And perhaps today, let us announce something first, because we are doing some internal system transformation. So this week, this Thursday, let us have a break for the internal team to settle down certain issue. But we would not want to miss you. So we actually so-called bring the new meet and greet to our Facebook Live. And you will notice that it's no longer just two of us sharing our input, but we are going to invite industry category,
industry experience.
Yeah, the experienced expert, gurus, etc., to come on board to share with us their views, their thoughts.
That's right. And also, Jenny, we have had our first apprentice session where we are gathering and expanding our team for them to come on board the Ladies Q team as well.
Correct. So somewhere third week or fourth week of the life, we are actually prepping them behind. So you are going to see new faces, not just in terms of our live stream, but also in terms of our digital content. Yeah,
that's right.
So stay tuned with us.
Yes. Okay. So the exciting moment is here because I want to learn so much from her. She has been in the industry for a while, and also she has met so many people out there. And when I listen to her talk, I know that there's a huge difference between her and me already. 她讲话就已经很好听了。
对对对，她是双语bilingual MC, very experienced MC and DJ. And I know her for a couple of years. And in fact, Ladies Q have one workshop. We actually also work together with her. And she is actually a very well-known popular face for wedding MC as well. Yeah. So without further ado, perhaps let us introduce Karin to come on board with us.
Welcome, hi, Karin.
Hi. Hello, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Hi, everybody. My name is Karin. 你好.
A little bit more. How did you enter into the MC industry, and how was the journey so far?
Well, it really started from me being 不要脸. Okay. Because no. As in, it's quite funny. I would say my own story is that I first started going into campus radio back in NUS because it was fun, and I thought that like, okay, I think I sound decent. I have good enough language skills, so why not give it a trial? And so over there you realize that, okay, so speaking like how we speak to our friends, like how I'm talking to you guys right now, is different from presenting.
Right.
You see, so then after that, I pick up a lot of tips and tricks along the way. Then upon graduation, I actually went into advertising, but after that, I couldn't take the long hours, so which is why that I decided to go into emceeing instead. Okay. For those who are still doing advertising, 辛苦了，我很佩服你们，真的，我做不到。
真的是一个不容易的 job.
It's not easy.
And you've done so many events. I just want to share with everyone, look at the events that you've done. You've done a live stream recently, which we can talk more later. Even Matt, Dyson, and you are also in the radio station. So I think you are super experienced. You are really someone that I want to learn from. Like, share with us, how the journey has been for you.
I would say that, if you talk about traditional events where we go live, like face to face, then there's a lot more fun that we can do with it. But then it also depends on the nature of the event, right? So like, for example, if this is a more prim and proper event about, let's say, the Ladies Q conference, or like we are going to introduce a panel of wonderful speakers, then maybe my starting will be a very good evening to all ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us right over here at the Ladies Q. This is a female lifestyle community where we've got a panel of experts, wonderful people who have been very generous to come and share their expertise with each and every single one of you. Okay, so you see, right? This is the very prim and proper, the standard one, which everybody is accustomed to, right? But then if let's say now we are doing live stream, then people want you to be more fun. Okay, so 我就不可以像刚才那样子了. So I need to be a bit more like, I need to inject in a bit more fun. So I'll maybe start with, hello everybody, hi, how are you guys? Okay, I hope you're ready because today we've got fantastic people and tell you fantastic, okay? Why is it so? Because today's guests, they are all so experts where I'm just like waiting to learn from them. So, if you are like me, quickly go and like, share, comment, tell us anything you want so that we can interact with you along the way, okay? So,
okay,
so
Now you guys should know why we are looking for apprentice and we are looking for voice of the Ladies Q. This is what we are looking for.
This is amazing. And how did you train yourself to reach that level? Like, okay, now I want to speak like you. I want to have that great projection that you have just had. It's amazing. 是不是因为 mic 的问题？不是
I think it helps. I think it helps.
可以说我们一下你们用什么 mic 来讲话吗？
我用的是一个 Zoom。等一下，你看到吗？等一下，你也看到我家里很乱哎。等一下，等一下，我拿起来。OK， 看到吗？ OK， this is called Zoom H4n. Okay, 所以that is a Zoom. Then I also have this. This is called a pop shield. POP, pop shield. So like, for example, when we say certain words that has the P or the B sound, then there's the P and the B sound. So this pop shield is to protect that. But 我现在要调一下。Yeah. So yes, the microphone definitely is helpful. I think it helps. On top of that is a lot of training to let you get used to speaking and knowing what is it that you should say or not say.
That's right. So impressive.
While I settle my pop shield a bit. Yeah.
By the way, before we go more in depth, Jenny, maybe you can share with everyone what we are actually wearing. Because you and I are twinning, we are twinning with colors.
This week we have a new change again. So this week for me try to act a bit cute. Okay, we are twinning.
I should stand up too, right?
It's a long dress. Color pop dress.
I love how they have
Lisa look like. And
I feel like I got this inspired fashion sense from the Frozen theme.
And
Let it go, let it go.
And of course, what we're wearing today is from Jupe. So thank you, Jupe, for
Yes.
dressing us up once again and allowing us to look great on camera.
in
Because
fact,
That's
if
right.
you- in fact, you have looked into our IG stories. 3 of us are actually today styled by Zoop Boutique. Yeah, so perhaps I love the dress that Karin is wearing and the
Yes,
top.
Karin,
I
show it
love-
off.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see. Hold on.
Come on
I
the
need
bed.
to. I need to remove my chair. Okay, can.
可以
So
Yeah.
so this is a dress where so this is how you do. Okay, when you go to work, you must put up. Maybe I put my hair behind. Yeah.
Afterwards
So
goes down.
when you go to work, you must be prim and proper like that. After work, okay, let go down. Okay, and I don't think you can really see, but this is a very nice wrap skirt.
Let
So,
me try
for some of you
this.
who can see, this is a black and white checks skirt. Okay, so this is actually a wrap skirt, so it's very flowy. And how I like it is that at the front, maybe I can't show you, but I will post on my IG after today's session. Okay, so y'all can see it and nicely when it's flowy in action. Now,
Yeah.
of course, over here, I'm not sure how good you can see it. Okay, so
Let
usually
me zoom in
you
one more
tie,
time.
you tie a knot, okay? But I'm not very good at tying a knot. So instead, I tie a rose over here. So I'll
It's
do a
nice.
tutorial.
Yeah.
I'll do a
Nice.
tutorial tomorrow so that y'all can check that out as well. Yeah.
Wow.
So
Thanks,
all
Karin, for
of our
sharing.
fantastic outfits are from
You're
Jupe.
awesome. Yes, and right now Jupe is having the discount all the way until tonight. I believe it's 2359 today. So head over to Jupe's website. You can get $15 off with $60 spent with the promo code GSS15 and $30 off with $120 spent with GSS30 promo code. So head over to their website and check out all their collection. They're having a new collection very soon. I'm excited to see it, and I wish Angie all the best.
Yes.
That's
I love
right.
this
Also-
dress very much. It's very ideal for weekend and very nice for buffet.
Good for phase 2, right?
Yes.
Phase 2 buffet.
Why is it good for a buffet, Jenny?
Because it's flat and it covers my tummy very well, and there's 2 pockets. So you see, no matter how I eat, it just looks slim and good.
Yeah, I totally agree. And you don't even need to wear heels with this. You can just wear with sneakers, and I think
Yeah.
it look a good weekend casual attire.
Mm,
And of course, the colors are bright, so it makes us look really young.
colorful, cheerful.
Jupe colors always make people look young.
Yeah.
Okay, let's head over to the main topic, because I think today a lot of us want to find out more from you in terms of like live streams and stuff. And with COVID coming in, I think the first question that everyone would want to find out is, are live streams the new normal? So Karin, what do you think about that?
Okay, before we go into the topic, just a big shout out to Justina, who says that she loves the top that both Jenny and Mel are wearing. And of
Wow.
course, hello, Huisi.
Oh, you can
yes,
see it. Oh, I didn't even notice.
yes, I can see. So thank you, Justina.
you.
You have great taste. Huisi,
So, someone asked, Huisi asked, where are this from? This is from Jupe Boutique. You can head over to our website and check it out.
Okay, so right now let's delve into the topic a little bit more. Okay, but of course, everybody, for those of you who are watching, hi, welcome to the ladies queue. So if you've got any questions or comments, feel free to just leave it down there in the comment section, and we will address it from time to time. Okay, so now talking about this topic, I think before COVID actually happened, we do use different online tools such as Skype, FaceTime, but it was a lot more for personal communications, or at most like you try to communicate with your colleagues who are not working at the same place, right? But now that COVID has happened, Zoom becomes a regular word. Like everybody is rushing to use Zoom, and it's very interesting because it's not just the prim and proper meetings or like for trainings. Like you see now a lot of different companies sending their staff in for absentee payroll, all of these kind of classes. They can also be very social activities. Like some people are doing exercise together. Okay,
Yeah,
some
that's right.
people are doing social parties, virtual weddings. Animal Crossing also got virtual weddings recently by our very own local singer. So it's the landscape is definitely changing. But to say that will this be a new norm, I think time will tell. It's a bit still early for us to say that. But nonetheless, there will be differences from traditional face-to-face events versus online events. Okay. So maybe Melissa and Jenny, what do you feel, like as a viewer per se, right? When you are face-to-face versus online, what do you like or dislike the most?
I love online because I don't have to travel out. That's why. I'm always lazy to head out, right? And second, I think the convenience is there. You just got to on your laptop and then you have everything online. But what I don't like is the human touch. I can't feel you guys, and I only can see you and hear you, and I don't quite like that. When I talk to people, I like to hold them, like, get excited. But then now I cannot have that, kinetic energy. Maybe they call it. I'm not sure, but yeah.
For me,
Jenny?
I find that, yes, convenient. You don't need to drive. You don't need to find parking. You don't need to, go and take any public transportations to reach one place to another place. In terms of time-wise, we save a lot. I tend to go direct into the topic that I want to talk about because it's Zoom meeting. It's just an hour. You're worried that, the time constraint. So in traditional marketing, we tend to build relationship when we are face-to-face, and then we'll chat a little bit of something else, and then we come back again. But for Zoom meeting, it's actually very focused, very direct. Then talk finish, just, whether a yes or no, whether to go on or not to go on. So it's a very direct answer of yes and no.
Okay.
What about you, Karin?
I really miss the personal touch. I must say that. Because previously, I've been doing a lot of face-to-face events, and so it's a lot easier for me to get a sensing of what the audience is thinking or feeling. Like if you see in the audience, people are yawning or like they're playing with their handphones, so that's a signal to you that okay, they are zoning out already. So that's also a sign to me to say that okay, I need to do something to like wake them up or like bring them back to the event. Okay.
Yeah.
So at least I have that visual cue to refer to. But here I don't know. Because in general, in general, Singaporeans are more shy, right? So you don't really write down comments unless when the standard like, share, we give you prize. Like, share, comment, we give you prize. Then you see, all of the comments will start coming in.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's basically, I feel, the main difference. So of course, moving on to today's topic, just a few things to take note of. I think be it that you are a business owner or you are somebody who's trying to do live stream, some tips and tricks to share along the way. But of course, I think there are also some other people who may be watching now, and you too can also share your input. Maybe you can tell me what is it that you like or you don't like about live streams. Okay. So first thing is that lighting is very, very important. Okay.
Yep.
So like over here where I am in my family home right now is that I do have a ring light with me. Okay. So the ring light is on now, but if it's off, it's going to look like that. So can you see the difference? Okay.
Yeah, wow.
It's suddenly very dim, right? Okay. So this is a smart ring light. So there are 3 different colors. So this one is a bit, in between, and then I have the cool blue light. Okay, and then this is the more yellow light. Okay, and then so this was the one that I was using earlier on. So lighting actually plays a very important part, or like if you want something a bit more romantic, then you should go for what Melissa has right now. I do have very light. 很美的，我知道。
浪漫哦。
It belongs to my brother, guys.
So I assume that your brother is a very romantic guy.
I believe so.
Okay. Then of course we also talked about the microphone earlier on. So that one we already covered. Then one more thing about timing of live streaming, which I feel that it's a new trend that everybody is trying to understand and find out more about nowadays. So typically, when phase 1 just started, you can see live stream happening at any time of the day. And a lot of it was on weekends.
That's
When
right.
you see all of a sudden that there's a lot of live stream. Then slowly when we come to phase 2 and more people are going back to work, now the live stream is now coming back to weekdays. Okay. So it also depends on who you are targeting, your target audience. So we see some of the live streams being in the afternoon and some being in the evening. So really depends what you are selling and who you're trying to reach out to. But I feel the most challenging part is always audience retainership. Like, how do you make sure that the people actually stay with you, watch with you, talk to you for that 1 hour? That's a very big challenge now.
You did one with if you don't mind, I can pull it out and show everyone. Yeah, you did one recently and you had like 4,000 people watching you do the live stream. I think that's super amazing.
Yeah, so that of course is not my own personal effort. It was a huge team effort, I must say. But it was also quite a lot more stress, I would say. It feels like, how I would draw reference is that it feels like a shopping channel. Like how
Sales stream.
Yes. And then we must always have audience interaction, right? So of course, for those of you who are watching, any comments, feel free to leave it in. Okay. So, it's very challenging because you are trying to promote the product, but sometimes a lot of things you cannot show anymore, because just like how, we are now just doing live streaming, right? So it's a lot more of the visual and the audio, but you can't really feel the texture, you cannot really feel the taste. So the question is, how can I as a presenter showcase all of that to you? So that's the part where it is a lot more challenging. So I would say that it's really, you need to plan through very, very thoroughly to get through to that.
I agree. When I was doing live stream, I actually never thought about it. Like, maybe because I don't present to a crowd as much as you did. But it's true that I cannot understand how our audiences are reacting. Are they laughing at our jokes, or are they, communicating with me in certain way? Maybe they are too lazy to type. I don't know. But yeah, if you guys can, please don't be lazy.
Yeah, share with us.
Yeah, and then I think that would be a lot better for us to engage and to learn and grow, because we are all honestly really new in this zone, I would say, in this digital space. Yeah.
In fact, for the ladies queue, we actually, during this COVID season, we actually purposely break into 2 types of live stream. One is the meet and greet, whereby we actually share positive vibes, knowledge, informations direct to our audiences.
Like then right now.
Yes, correct. And then the second one is actually our shop, our recommendation, whereby Melissa and myself, we are deeply involved in this because we believe in, we try and we like the products and we find that, it's safe, it's good, something that worthwhile to introduce. Then we actually recommend to all the audiences. And I think one key thing for us is that over here, we actually try to, present in a sense that a very friendly manner to share, and at the same time to give you guys perks, to create the excitement of promotion, and then to give you guys a cozy environment, like 整天就是要坐在这里美美的。But maybe we should actually hear from the experience point of view, how we can actually enhance it better. I know consistency, likes, mics, etc. do make a difference. How about from the business point of view or from the MC point of view? Perhaps Karin can share a bit more.
Okay. Hi, Jude. Hi.
We should hire a presenter to do the business live stream, actually.
Okay. So of course, to all the business owners who are watching, do tell us your opinions as well. We'll love to hear from you. So why, should I actually hire a presenter? So I think a lot of different businesses, okay, after they have realized that how live streams is like the new normal, and a lot of them, they are trying to do it, right? But I can understand their point of view in the sense that they'll be thinking that, oh no, I already started losing money because I was not able to have business as usual during phase 1. So what can I do to reduce my losses? So this is why they start using a lot of their own staff to go and sell things. Okay, so I think that, all of these salesmen and sales ladies, they are fantastic in their product knowledge, but they may not be accustomed to the camera. Okay, so this is one thing that why I should say that you should hire somebody professional. Okay, because first of all, knowing the product knowledge is one thing. Knowing how to present it is another thing. Okay, so how do you sell? All right. So, and of course, on top of that, we also about how to react to circumstances that are not planned. And that's the most challenging part, I feel, because there will be times when, for example, there will be environmental sounds, because a lot of us, we are like working from home right now, right? So then all of a sudden you can have the baby crying, the child just shouting, "Oh, mommy!" And then we also have the pets who are there like barking, meowing, or randomly your neighbor can have a very loud sneeze. There can be traffic sounds from the train. There's somebody is honking, So there's all sorts of different kinds of environmental sounds that you need to deal with, So which is why I would say that if you can, just get a really good professional setting where you are away from all of these sounds, okay, so that you are not so distracted. Because I see that, sometimes people are, they are using either their own homes because it was phase 1, they couldn't get out. But at least now we have a bit more flexibility in going to somewhere to film, right?
Yes.
Then, so it's like when when you suddenly have these sounds, right, you don't know how to react. And some of them, what I realized from my observation is that they were just they were just stunned for a while, then they pretend nothing happened, and then they move on, you see.
Right.
But there will be that awkward like 2 to 3 seconds, whereas I would say that if you've got somebody professional, then at least they would think of, what can I say? Can I make this into a joke? Can I make it more relatable? That kind of thing, so as to make it a bit more interactive with the audience. And sometimes it could be that the audience didn't hear it. It's just you yourself, you can hear it because it's in your background, so you are affected, but the audience cannot hear. So the audience will be wondering, hey, what's going on? Why is it that, you are suddenly like,
having that
like just, you stop. Yeah, then I'll be like, hey, is it free screen or what? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So these are some of the things. And then, of course, on top of that, we also have internet connection problems, which a lot of us have been complaining about from time to time. Okay. So what do you do, right? What happens is that, for example, if I'm doing a live stream, all of a sudden my internet connection is cut off. So in other words, my views, my likes, everything, it starts from ground zero again. So I need to do my best to quickly claw back everybody to build up that sense. And then I will go and, carry on. So how do I actually cover up for the internet connection? I cannot every day keep on scolding the different telcos. That's not the right way to be. For all the telco may be wanting to hire you, but because you said something negative, so that you are actually killing your own rice bowl. On top of that, some people, because of their everyday vocabulary, so when this kind of hiccups appear, their natural reaction is for them to go, oh, and that's when vulgarities or inappropriate words will just come out from the mouth, and you can't blame them because, these are a lot more of, it's just what they are accustomed to, what they are used to. So, even though they know very well, I am not supposed to say these words, but I didn't control well, and it just came out. And in Chinese we say 覆水难收，对不对？所以就是说你说出去的话你收不回来的。You can't take back whatever you said, and it's recorded, it's live, it's there on Facebook forever.
And then later people go and spread and share it out.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, in fact,
but
I
there
just
are
seen
ice creams that have that kind of flair when it comes to vulgarities, right?
So I think it also depends on your own branding, like, do you want to be associated with this kind of branding? Are you okay with it? So if you are fine, then go ahead with it, because that's what some people feel that is the main attraction point. You see, I see Kok An over there. Kok An say that reacting to interruptions, thinking on the spots, all these yuan chang requirements. Yes, it is. Thank you very much, Kok An. Yes. So it really is all of these, right? And on top of that, I think because live stream is so lively, it's so fun, I don't have to like, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, blah, 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 blah. I can be a lot more fun, a bit more reactive, a lot more like, so it's like, for example, I see people who are leaving comments, so I can say hello to Kirby, hi Stanley, hi Isel, thank you so much for tuning in, I hope you're enjoying yourselves, and I can interact with them, correct?
Yep.
So as I can say over here is that so far, our guests over here, they're very nice people. They've left us nice comments. But what happens if you have a troll? What happens if you have somebody who is posting negative comments or unrelated comments? How do you react to that? I cannot be like, oh, so and so say, yeah, okay, so we move on. It's very, very awkward, and so it's also a skill set for you to be able to quickly see the negativity, think about how can I change it, twist it around to be something positive, or how can I actually react to that, or should I just ignore it? So there are a lot of different ways that you could possibly be reacting to it and learning how to be able to give it a positive spin. Okay, so like Stanley was mentioning, a business should set a long-term budget instead of a short-term one. Yes, completely agree with you, Stan. Yes, because I think a lot of customers are also telling us, fellow MCs, that because of COVID, I don't have the money. I prefer to just use my stuff, or like 我不知道我叫你来帮我做会不会赚钱，怎么办？these are all very, very real concerns that a lot of business owners would naturally have. But I think it's more about you thinking of the long term, like it is unfortunate and unavoidable that everyone in the industry has been affected by COVID, that everybody's sales, everybody's livelihoods, we are all affected. So the question is, how do you actually try to build back up that hype? You see? So like, for example, now we're just having a conversation, which is why I'm talking to you in a very relaxed, a very chill kind of manner. But if I'm trying to make you buy something, then I need to talk in a more kanchong manner. I need to make you feel the urge to buy, right? So like, for example, Melissa, maybe can I invite you to Rise? I will go and sell your dress for you now.
Sure.
Okay, so everybody, you can see over here in Melissa's screen, this is her latest dress from the Droop collection. So as she's twirling and swirling, you can see that there's a lot of fluidity to the dress, okay? And of course, I love the colors. They are very bright, summery colors, okay? We've got blue, pink, cyan, very fun. And what I love most about it, you can see Melissa doing it now, we have pockets. Oh my gosh, ladies, we all love pockets, don't we?
It's very deep pocket.
Yes, and they are very deep pockets. So you can put in your phone, you can put in your keys, you can put in your tissue paper, you can put in your sanitizer, you can put in your chapalang. Everything can go into those pockets, okay? And what Melissa is wearing is just one color. We've got another color that is what Jenny is wearing, okay? So, all of these, they are fantastic options. Quickly head on over to Droop and purchase them right now, because now we have discount, very, very important, and limited stocks only. So you see, this is thank you.
That is why all businesses should hire.
Thank you. Please come in,找我, I need money also. Yeah. So you see, there are a lot of things that we can all react to and learn, and on top of that, because these are all very lively, right? Then sometimes we need to do a translation. There will be somebody typing in and say 可以讲中文吗? Then how do I actually translate everything into Chinese immediately? So this actually takes a lot of experience, okay? So if I may just quickly translate what I just said about Melissa's dress, right? Will be something like, 所以所有的观众，所有的姐妹们，有没有看到刚刚 Melissa 的裙子那么的漂亮哈？随着她的摆动呢，都会漂浮起来，所以呢，完全可以好好的遮住你的小腹，而且呢，我觉得它的重点就是它有非常深的口袋。 女生都很喜欢口袋，对不对？就可以呢，把你今天呢所需所用所有的物品，包括了你的这个手机啊、tissue paper 啊、这个消毒液啊，全部通通都塞在里面，而且重点是别人都看不到呢，所以呢，你就像是哆啦 A 梦这样子哈，你的 pocket 里头有很多很多的法宝。
哇
Angie 爱死你了，你说今天
Angie
爆红。
Angie，我希望你的这款裙子特别好卖，OK？Yeah， so it is ability to really just switch very quickly, you know, and I think it really it takes experience. To be honest, when you ask me when I first start, I cannot. I will talk also. Yes. Thank you, Zoe. I hope you enjoyed that.
Yeah.
So anybody who needs to sell clothes, come to Ladies Q. I sell for you.
And the fact that you haven't worn this yet, right? Like you're not even wearing it, and you can share it so sincerely and so well. Wow.
临场表现一流。
太厉害了，这个就是 experience, and that's why we are getting experienced personnel on our platform to share the experiences so we can learn. Like right now, I'm learning from you how I can improve my live streams and also what I can say better or how to say it better as well. Angie, 下个星期Jenny 会帮你讲。
可以来下个星期我们去卖衣服了。
所有要卖衣服的，快来找我们。
We have a question on the comments. Has anyone encountered a troll before on live stream? How do you guys respond to that? Thank you, Karin, for the question.
Yeah, I think it's definitely that you will experience a troll. If it is unrelated to the topic, right, then I will still just ignore it. You see, but there will be some people who know it could be competition, and they'll say that like, oh no, the brand that you are sharing is not good. I have another brand. It's cheaper. It's better. You know, and so the best is for you to if you can, you know, sometimes it's really just have to ignore, because I can't possibly talk about another brand. You know, if I'm representing brand A, I cannot talk about brand B, you see. But of course the challenge is that a lot of people can also see the comments, okay? So one of the tactics which I realized that some of the retailers have been using, this is the time when they'll start throwing in the lucky draw, okay? So they will start and tell you, okay, now you go and type in this sentence, okay? And then we will pick out some of the so-and-so, how many people to win what kind of prize, okay? Ready? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, then you'll just quickly
and
send.
then I'll push down. Good.
Yes, you flash out. So it's also... Correct. And I think it is also about interaction, you see. So what's different from a standard shopping channel, which I can watch on channel 8, channel 5, right, is that at least now if I have any questions about the products, I can quickly go and, you know, type in and see whether the host is able to respond accordingly, you know, and then that would be very, very good. Okay, so I think the interaction part is very important. But of course, the interaction part, if I just keep on asking you guys, oh, what are you feeling today? What are your thoughts? Then the typical Singaporeans, they won't really respond, you see. So the best way and the easiest way I can tell you is lucky draw. Which is what a lot of people are doing, a lot of live streams are doing, you know. If you realize, a lot of them, they're saying that, okay, go and share, go and like, you know, as long as we hit 1,000 views, then I will throw in the lucky draw. So all of your viewers are very hardworking, 他们很努力的去 share, 去 like, you know, and so it will clock up the views. So that's definitely one of them.
We don't have a lucky draw tonight, but we shouldn't stop sharing and liking because Karin is...
Okay. Zoe say what? You can help me translate my sleep consultation. Zoe, I 我不知道你是做什么的。
Zoe is
她是睡眠专家。
Oh, okay.
She helps babies go to sleep, so that the parents can have good rest.
Yeah, and now also adults go to sleep.
Okay. But Zoe, we will settle yours after we finish the live stream, because now everybody needs to be awake.
So perhaps from our side, as a ladies' queue point of view, we can also share with some of the business owner, the retailer, how we think about the live stream, since we have also done a fair bit of live stream at our end. And why do we actually encourage the business owner to actually engage a third party instead of your own staff to do the live stream? Shall we? Okay. So what happened is that in digital marketing, if let's say you yourself are on your live stream, you're using your own account.
Yeah.
A very big portion is that you are actually communicating to your own existing client, your subscribers, your followers. But you did not actually reach out to another new group, which so-called to you guys are considered new blood. Yeah. So this part is actually very important. So for example, why people actually engage people like, I don't even want to talk about the ladies' queue. Today, be fair, okay? We talk about across all board. Why people go to Lazada, go to Shopee, go to whichever platform, and even right up to virtual on-site live stream platform to all the shopping malls. It's because we wanted to actually spread the words out and to the new traffic and not just the existing traffic. Am I right, Karin?
Definitely. So I think that there are a lot more people who are out there trying to learn about the new normal. Okay, just like how, my mother wants to buy things, but she's not used to Facebook, you see. So then she will come and find me. She'll be like, hey, 我要怎样去买哈？我要怎样去按啊？ And sometimes because it really depends on whichever platform that you're on, because sometimes after you click the buy button, you are directed out of the live stream, and they don't know how to come back. So I think this is a very strong potential group of uncles and aunties, which a lot of business owners are trying to tackle. It's like in Chinese we say, 因为这些是有钱又有闲的人。
是真的。
It's true because at the end of the day, you need to see who are the people with the money, the purchasing power, right?
Yeah, correct.
Yes. So which is why I think over time we have realized that the live streams for your daily groceries, those are doing fantastic, because that is something that every single household will need. But how do you connect to them? So like maybe if you are really trying to do an afternoon stream, you are trying to reach out to the grandparents who finish cooking lunch and then they want to reach out to them, then maybe you should speak their mother tongue. 你跟他讲英文没有用的，你要跟他讲中文。Or if you speak Malay, better. You can speak dialect even better, because this is the group that they want you to talk to them. And because now they also a bit sian, they cannot get out of the house. They need entertainment, correct?
Yeah.
So it's about how do you relate to this audience, because they may not know so much about the like and share. So then it's also how can we make the purchasing process a lot more simpler for them. So I see that some people have been doing comment. So you can just write comment +1 whatever product. Some of them is you WhatsApp to this number. But I think it's also a lot of hard work for the back end to do all the tracing afterwards. It's like, oh my gosh, how do you go through the over 100 comments within that 1 hour, send WhatsApp to them, send PM to them, and then tell them, hello, please pay money, then I will, arrange for delivery. Because some of them, they don't have Facebook Messenger. So it's a ton of hard work, which I truly respect to all of those people who are doing the back end. It's a crazy load of hard work, which is like, whoa.
Yeah. And you have to have a very strong back end to react to all these comments and messages so that you can prove that your service is top notch.
Yeah.
Definitely. So, it's not easy, but I think we are all trying to adapt. In fact, there are some personalities which are growing very, very strong because of COVID. So like that like if you want to buy groceries, you go to this particular person. If you want to buy fish, you look for this person.
Yes.
所以每个人都知道的。你要去买鱼啊，你就找这个大哥啊。你要去买菜，你就去找另外一个人啊。
你要去买菜可以找 you.
They created the persona.
Yes. They are very, very strong in that. So maybe a quick question to all of our viewers also, have you had any concerns, or have you made any observations from live streams, anything that you like or anything that you dislike? Don't have to name names, just to share with us, so that I think together, most importantly, we can all learn and grow all together.
Yeah. Do you have one that you really like, Karin?
I like live streams when there's interaction with the guests. Yes, yes. Or because I would say that today's live stream is a lot more like a panel interview. So that it reminds me a lot of radio, where I will ask you questions and then you will reply. And sometimes the listeners or the viewers in this case, then they will give us their input as well. You see? But I would think that, it's very challenging for certain products. Like, how do you showcase the capabilities? Just like how a lot of people are selling durians nowadays online, But the problem is that I can see the durian, I cannot smell the durian, I cannot taste the durian. So how can I actually encourage people to buy durian? Like, why should I buy durian from you and not another online streamer? What is the difference? So some people like it is the interaction. It's like, for example, because they'll say that durian, usually the durian seller will speak to you in a mix of languages. So we need to replicate that in our online experience. Okay. So all of a sudden, some people will go, 来呀，快点来买啊！我这边的榴莲很美啊！我要告诉你哈 ，OK， 这个是猫山王啊，它是哪一棵老树啊，有多少年的啊？所以我会在那边介绍，对吗？你看得到颜色 ，you can see the color, okay, but you cannot taste it. So what can I do to showcase to you the taste? Does it mean that I should tear out the durian so that you can see the texture? Then I can say that okay, 所以大家可以看一看这边的榴莲它是多么的绵密，你可以想象一下，如果它放在你的嘴巴那种口感，真的很好吃So I think this is where a professional is good, because then they will think of how to sell your products in different ways to engage the audience, instead of 来啊，这个榴莲very good. 你懂吗？ It's like I realize some of the presenters, maybe they are not used to presenting, so which is why they come up with they always use the same few words: nice, good, fantastic, awesome. Then just keep on repeating. So, but there will be more appropriate words to describe whichever product that you are selling, you are trying to promote, you see. 所以就会变成说，因为他们不习惯，所以会有一个词穷的这个问题。You see. 所以就是你真的要去好好的做功课，去想一想，你要怎样去卖这个产品，我要怎样去告诉你有多好。And of course, it's always the standard. There's limited supply, there's limited discount for this time only, so that you will be able to quickly go and purchase all of your products. Okay? Okay, I think Karin just posted a question.
Bring it up.
Okay.
Able to share some pointers about technical preparations, like how many smartphones should we have in front of us? Also, some organizers will ask for tech run few days before. What should presenters prioritize during such rehearsals? Thank you for the question.
Thank you, Karin. Okay, so if you go, because I came from advertising background, so 以前是真的拍广告的. Okay, so we have the standard 3-point lighting, but I don't know if there's enough budget for that, honestly. I'll be very true down here. It's all down to dollars and cents already, right? So at the very minimum, I would say try to get at least one. The best is 3-point lighting. You can just Google about it. 3-point lighting. So basically, the idea is that there's 3 different points, okay, so that the lighting is very balanced. So like right now for me, I only have my ceiling light and a ring light that's in front of me. So actually the lighting is not completely balanced, but I think it will suffice for today's arrangement. So I would say that if you want to do the technical preparation, you really need to test at the time that you want to live stream. So say for example, now I want to do a live stream at 8 p.m., right? So I should do the test at about 7 or 8 p.m. If I do too early, it's daytime. The lighting conditions are very, very different. So that's one thing about light. Another thing is about sound. Okay, so like for example, right now, I have my microphone just stationed in front of me. So you need to learn more about microphones. There's something called unidirection, and I would suggest getting a lapel. Lapel is the small clip-on mic that you see for a lot of events, because a reason being that sometimes when the presenters, they need to move about, they need to do certain actions, then it cannot be that the mic is at a fixed position, because as they move, then the volume go up and down and up and down, loud and soft, loud and soft. And so the the viewers can get a bit irritated, because they'll be like, why is it that one part I can hear you, another part I cannot hear you? 为什么有时候听得到，有时候听不到? And then the poor presenter have to keep repeating themselves, So especially if you're trying to sell something like, I don't know, exercise related equipment, then the poor presenter is there, 很喘. I need to keep repeating myself. Wow, that is 金刚 call 啦 really 啦. 真的钱很难赚，真的是血汗钱。Okay, okay, so smartphones depends, because how many smartphones equivalent to how many angles do you want? So like now we are just doing one angle, right? So you can see just one camera that's face on. Some people like to do two more cameras, so you have the side profile. But if you have more than one camera, right, that means you also need a technical crew at the back to switch between the angles, which also means that your talent needs to be a lot more aware, a lot more conscious, which is something I'm learning myself, that I need to constantly smile for that 1 hour. If not, sometimes it's like, it's not that I'm in a bad mood, it's just that I never smile. It looks like my face very blank.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Okay. Like how we always say there's the resting face. Okay, I cannot say that word on live stream now, but yeah, so it's the being all off kind of feeling. People feel that you are unhappy, but actually you're not. You're just like, maybe I could just be looking at my handphone, looking through the comments, and I'm just like focusing. So I forgot to smile in that period of time. Okay. And then he was also asking about tech run. Okay, what should we prioritize? I think first of all is to get the angles and the sound right. So that would be really the main purpose of any technical run, so that we know like where can we stand, so that we are not out of frame. How much can I walk? What is the area that I can play with? Because the camera has a standard angle. So it also is a question of, is your camera static, meaning that it's always there in that one position, or is it moving? What are the parameters that I can play with, and also whether the sound, so as I'm moving here and there, doing all of these different actions, would the sound be affected? And some people are also testing the live stream. Is it stable? So there are also some of the different customers out there who are doing live stream. They test overnight. They just put maybe different music in the background just to see whether it's stable, or is there some connectivity issues that it could be. Like, how do we actually iron out all of these technical issues? So I would say those are the main things. If you want to talk about product training, then I think you can do that via Zoom, maybe prior. Yeah. Because now I understand there's also about social distancing. If I'm not wrong, there are some rules from IMDA. Maximum, I think it's 10 talents on screen. And then the crew, if I'm not wrong, no more than 15. Yeah. So you also need to check in with the authorities. What are the latest rules from time to time? So there's quite a lot of grounds to cover. I'm not sure if you need to apply for licensing. So you need to check all of these. Yeah, a lot of homework to do.
Yeah.
Virtual on-site live stream need to apply for license.
Yes. So thank you very much, Kok An. I hope that has answered all of your questions over here.
Time flies. We only left with 5 minutes.
Today is fast.
Yeah. So, do you guys have any like advice or sharings that you want to share to business owners as well as the MCs out there or the presenters out there? Maybe we can do a closing for the next 4 minutes.
And of course, just a big shout out to Angie, Kok An, Zoe. Who else do we have? Tai Yong. And then 还有谁? Stanley. I think I see a Kirby, Quincy, Jude, Justina. Yes. Thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoy yourself. Yeah. So of course,
it a lot of practice as well. Based on your experience, you have shown me that practice makes perfect as well, because you have so many years experience.
Yeah. It is. In fact, I think a lot of people naturally, when you are doing this kind of live stream, you feel the pressure to show your best side. You know, like you feel that like, oh, I must be perfect. I must be very prim and proper. But then I think
you might fall in the right place.
But I think it's because of this, right? That you forget to be real. And that's one thing that the audience will always love, you see. So it's okay for you to sound a bit more samba. It's okay to act a bit like, hey, 我也是会这样子的, you know, because these are the very real elements, you see. Okay, so see, Anne, thank you for the valuable insights. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed and you learned. Okay, Daryl says we love lucky draws. Okay,
I know. Okay. Next time with us next Thursday.
Okay. Yeah. So it really is about being real, being able to connect. You know, don't I would say that okay, it really depends what kind of persona you want to create online. You want to create yes, I can be very prim and proper, then okay, we can start with that. But then later on you can start injecting a lot more fun. But it takes a lot of time. I will say you need to be comfortable with yourself. You need to be comfortable with the camera. You need to be comfortable with how you sound, because some people are not used to hearing themselves on the microphone. Then they're like, oh my gosh, actually I sound like that. It sounds awkward. I don't know how to react. How okay. So 就是熟能生巧，真的就是这样子。然后你就会慢慢的你会很习惯很熟悉，然后会慢慢放开 you know, just to be very very chillax and be very real, you know, then it makes things a lot more fun, you know, and to make them feel like you are their friend more than you are trying to sell something, you know. I mean, at the end of the day, everybody knows like you are here to sell something, right? Otherwise you will not have this stream. But the question is, how can I grow a relationship with you within this short 1 hour, so that, you know, next time you will come back and say that, yes, they will say that, oh my gosh, I want to come back, you see. So which is why some of the online personas, the very successful ones, right? So even though they may be more abeng alien, you know, or they may go vulgarities, people will be like, oh my gosh, I love it because it's so funny, because nobody scores vulgarities on TV, you know. But of course, that may not fit with everybody's branding. So how can you make it fun? How can you make it connecting to the audience, and at the same time still talk about the product, still sell the products? So this takes a lot of planning to make it smooth, to make it really flow, and still achieve the main goal, which is what we all want. We all want sales at the end of the day.
Yeah. I always believe in, you know, bringing up your real self, and people feel comfortable. They have the trust in you, and slowly they will actually come nearer and nearer to you.
Definitely. Yeah. And of course, I think one main thing that I want to point out is that regardless of who you are getting to front your brand, okay, please go and check on all the pronunciation. You know, it's a bit awkward when they cannot pronounce the correct product name properly. You know, I get it that some words are very difficult to pronounce. But of course, you know, some things you should really, really try and get it correct. Okay. So like for example, you know, winners. You see, a lot of people are doing lucky draw nowadays, right? So it's either you lose or you win. So if you win, you are a winner. That's right. So a lot of times when people are pronouncing winners, they actually say it wrongly, you know, and sometimes they'll say that the winner is blah 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 blah, you know, and sometimes if the pronunciation is a bit more off, right, it sounds very, very wrong because it actually refers to something else. Okay, so and all the more for Mandarin. If you know, I think Melissa, you got my joke, huh? Okay, so yes, I will not say what it means. Yeah. So like for example, English, right? Even okay, so Mandarin we have 4 tones, correct? 的的的的。So 你的音调跑一下，它的意思就不一样了。So if it's for English, even though we say that it's not a tonal language, how you play your emphasis, it plays a part. For example, I can say, I love ladies' Q. I love ladies' Q. I love ladies' Q. So, you know, the effect is all a bit different.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes it can sound a bit sarcastic if I put the emphasis in the wrong place. You know, so then it really is a lot of practice and to find out, you know, how can you convey and be very mindful of your pronunciation, your enunciation, your pauses, how to showcase the best sides of the products just purely from an audio and visual point of view to encourage sales and to if not encourage, if they don't buy, at least they know that there's such a product and hopefully they will introduce it to somebody who they think it's suitable for.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm trying to learn that as well because wait, did you sign up for any courses or any workshops to learn how to pronounce word, or it's just when you were young and 你有认真读书，然后我又没有认真读，然后我就变成这个样子。Because I have an issue, like my English sounds very Singlish and Chinese English, so
And mine will be worse, right?
For Chinese, it was a lot of training from radio side. So just a very quick one is because we are exposed to our media. We watch a lot of television. We watch a lot of Netflix, a lot of YouTube. So in other words, we are all influenced by all of these different sounds that we hear. Okay, so just like how English, you have the Britain's English, the British English, and the American English. Okay, so for Mandarin, we also have the Taiwan Chinese and the Beijing Chinese. Okay, so if you want to talk in terms of broadcast, in terms of MediaCorp at least, the standard will be the Beijing Chinese. OK， 就是说我们都是以北京的中文为准，而不是。不过我们不强调儿化音。儿化音是什么？儿化音就是那些小孩儿，的儿，儿子的儿that kind of 音。OK， 所以那个叫儿化音。So you will feel that a lot of things are different. Say for example, rubbish. OK， 台湾的中文叫垃圾，北京的中文叫垃圾。So you need to be consistent and know who you're talking to. So similarly for English, there will be different pronunciations along the way between the American and the British English. So you need to be very aware. I used to take classes long ago, but that was in uni because I studied English language. So that's when you really learn about the different cavity inside your mouth, which muscle to use. But that goes very, very technical. But there are also different speech coaches out there that I think if you're interested, you can go and look out for them. There are some very good ones in Singapore as well. But it takes a lot of effort because you've been speaking the way you are right now for many years. Okay, so now to actually go and change it, it takes a lot of effort, you know, and it takes a lot of, you really need somebody to keep reminding you, hey, you're not saying it right. Try again. You see, and that's how you can slowly try to, change the way you speak. And I think for me, it's because I listen to myself a lot for recordings or when at radio, so that it makes me a lot more conscious. So when other people, so I have this habit, like when somebody else pronounces a word differently from the way I do, so that it'll make me think, oh, okay, so is he correct or am I correct? Then the next thing I'll do is that I will go on to cambridgedictionary.com and then I will go and listen to the pronunciation. So if you actually go online, it's very good because they have both the UK and the US pronunciation that you can refer to. So it's like, oh, unknowingly I've been doing it, you know, this particular way of pronunciation. Okay, then maybe I need to take note and change accordingly.
Wow.
Good
okay.
sharing.
I'm gonna do my best and improve myself. Okay, we have to
加油！
谢谢。 we have overrun. I'm so sorry, but I think this is a great topic. I would love to learn more from Karin, and also I'm sure everyone else would love to learn more from Karin as well. Hopefully, we can have you back again very soon, and to see you very soon on our platform one more time. Yeah. So I guess that's all for today. Any one more time? Any final sharings that you guys have, Jenny?
No, I'm very good today. In fact, thanks for having Karin on board with us. Yeah, it's a very good sharing session, and I hope all the audiences have actually enjoyed the session with us.
So last shout out, if you're liking what we're wearing, head over to Juke. You can enjoy these promo codes GSS15 for $15 off with $60 spent, and $30 off with $120 spent with GSS30 as the promo code. The promotion ends today, so grab it soon.
Yes, especially after Karin have 这样好的形容到你的裙子啊，哇 tempted 嘞，真的很想去买了。
Okay, so thank you everybody, and we will see you guys real soon.
Yes.
Bye.
See you guys next week. Bye bye. Good night.
Bye. Good night.晚安。